everyone, I'm Amelia and this is Encore Atelier. Today we're going to take a pair of suede Louboutins that I found at my local thrift store and we're going to give them the look of polished leather. You can actually do this with any suede, any color, so if you have some raggedy accessories hanging out that you just no longer wear, or like me, you find amazing things at thrift stores and you just want to revamp them, I'm going to show you how in some quick and simple, easy steps. Let's go. So before I actually laid down the suede texture, I did a little suede dye over the shoe as it was, just to give it a really nice rich black color underneath. Then if you've watched my last videos, you know that I absolutely love Tarago shoe cream. That's what we're using on these as well. This actually lays down the suede texture beautifully, and I buff it down with my clean little cotton round, and then I let that first layer dry. Now I go over it with a second layer and I use my favorite mink oil. And again, this just sort of polishes it up, gives it a nice shine. I use my hands, it buffs it out even more. It polishes it up nice and smooth, better than the cotton would do. And then to get it even more polished looking, I use a chamois cloth. I go over the whole thing and just buff it down. Next, I use my hand yet again. It just smooths everything out, gets rid of traces of suede. Next, we're going to use a leather top coat. You have to let this stuff dry for about 72 hours, so we're going to have to wait it out until this dries. I'm not very patient, but here we go. Through the magic of YouTube, it's been 72 hours. So you take a little bit on a dabber and you spread it all over. You need to work quickly because this stuff dries really fast. I rub it in with my hands to save time, and again, to get it nice and even. Use a little bit more on spots that look a little streaky, and then you wipe it down with a microfiber cloth, buffing it out even more. Next, you're gonna go ahead and use your chamois cloth, and as you can see here, there's no residue. So you've done your job, it's nice and sealed. This is pretty great, it's so polished and pretty, and there's no trace of the suede texture. It's so gorgeous, it's starting to look like it was just made that way. So I absolutely love using the chamois cloth to just buff it out a little bit more. Again, there should be no residue at this point. So there we go. It's nice and shiny and ready to live its new life. So let's go ahead and look at the before when it was in suede, and in the middle of the project, we've got it just buffed down a little bit with the Tarago shoe cream. And then finally, boom, we put the sealer on and they are shiny, they're totally revamped, and nobody's any wiser that you got these at a thrift store. If you liked this content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe and of course like the video. I'll see you next time.